Well, hey there everybody, it's me John, and I've got some more good advice for you. Today I'm going to show you how to service a Tecumseh Carburetor. This came off of a lawnmower, that Craftsman right over there. It's in a whole bunch of pieces because not only am I going to show you how to fix your, clean and repair your carburetor, I'm also going to show you some other tips as well. Now, you have set this thing in the garage or on the side of your house and let the elements get to it. What you're going to more than likely end up doing is replacing the gasket. Now, right here is a float bowl. What you want to do is get you a crescent wrench and wrench it off of there. Just like that. Oh man, I got that stuff all over my shirt. Oh well. So you remove this bolt, and then the bowl should pop right off of it. Oh, look at that. Green gas everywhere. What you want to do is inspect the bowl to make sure that there is nothing inside of it, like that pile of goo right there. And, you know, just clean it out real good. Clean the outside of it. You can do that if you want to, but it doesn't really matter. Next, you'll want to see, this has a little pin here on it. And it comes right off. Well, it should. Oh, my fingers aren't nimble enough to do that. Slide that pin out and remove your float. Very carefully, do not lose that needle. Now, on some lawnmowers, Briggs & Stratton is common for it. There's a little rubber thing in there that needle sits in. But, you know, if you've let the gasoline sit in the bowl for any length of time, more than a year, or sometimes a year, it doesn't matter, this ring along the outside here starts to crack, and it wears out. You can also, when you go to start the thing, that gunge will get up inside of this jet here. Now, one way to clean that is, if you've got an old piece of cable sitting around, you know, bicycle cable or whatever it is, take and unwind the end of it and snip one single strand off of it. Then you get your piece of wiggly wire. Can you see that? Can you see how thin that is? Yeah, you can see that. Okay. As you stick it in that little hole, and you wiggle it about, and up and down, and so far. And you do the same for the fuel inlet. Put it in there and wiggle it around. That will clean your jet. Don't put anything thick and forceful in there, because you'll damage it. That cleans it. So now we need to put the float back in and replace the needle. Now, sometimes you can go to a lawnmower shop. Most of the time you can go to a lawnmower shop, take the numbers off of your lawnmower, and tell them what you need. Another thing is this right here. This bolt that goes on the bottom of there is also a jet. The bowl jet. As you can see, there's a little hole right there on the side of it. Oh, that's better. You can see there's a little hole in the middle of that jet. That will get plugged up. And so will the one that's in the middle of it. Get your little wiggly wire, wherever it just went, and put it in that hole, and run it back and forth, blow on it, and it will clean it out. And the same for that little hole on the side of the jet there. Make sure it goes all the way through. There. Don't lose your parts. Now that your jet is cleaned, gasoline underneath my ring was burning my finger. Check this seal here to make sure that it's not heavily corroded or rotten. If it is, replace it. If it looks just fine, go ahead and put the bowl back on. Then you take this jet nut and And you put that back on. And you tighten it down. Not too tight, but just tight enough. And that's how you service your Tecumseh carburetor. One more bit of good advice for you. If you've somehow managed to remove the magneto from your lawnmower, that's this little guy right here, and don't know where to set it, you know, how close or how far, well, here's a really good piece of advice for you. Take your magneto completely off. Remove the bolts 100%. And this is what you need right here, a business card. That's the thickness, general, you know, thickness, and you cannot go wrong with this. Put it on there and set it up against it like that. It is a guaranteed no mess up setting. And that's, you know, you can either use a business card or a dollar bill, but I recommend using a business card because it's just the right thickness. It's perfect. And then you just tighten your bolts back down and tighten the magneto back in place. Alright, well, this is John. I'll have more tips for you coming soon in different videos on different pieces of machinery. Thanks for watching.